Hello everybody, today I'm going to be showing you how to build simple doors and windows in SketchUp 2025 to add to your model. First of all, I just want to say that you can download them in your 3D warehouse. For example, you search doors here, you'll get a bunch of doors you can go through. Although this is a bit more simple for beginners, and if you just want to draw your own into your model, this is very helpful. So we're going to start off by drawing a square on the ground. Mine here is 6 inches, as a wall is typically 6 inches thick by 3 feet 3 inches. So once we have this, we're going to use our push-pull tool, and we're going to pull it up 1 inch. This is just the kickboard at the bottom of the door. Next, we're going to pull this, go to find our midpoint here. We're going to pull it in 2 inches. And connect it to the side. We'll repeat the same thing on the other side. So that's 2 inches on the midpoint, and just connect it to each side. After that, we'll do a little bit of cleanup and just delete the center lines there. And then we're going to lift the sides with our push and pull. We're going to pull those up 7 inches. Or sorry, not 7 inches, 7 feet, my bad. Do that on both sides, 7 feet. And just to note here, if you're doing an interior door, it's the same thing. We're just not going to include the bottom. So if you're ever drawing an interior door, just don't include the bottom plate. Now we'll go up to the top and we'll do the same thing. Just for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to eyeball it and say it's there. And I'm going to pull that across, and that is going to be our door frame. Next, we're going to go and select our offset tool. We're going to grab this line and we're going to pull it in 2 inches. So we're going to be left with that. This is going to end up being our door. What we're going to do now is we have to do some cleanup. We're going to delete this, right click, erase, and we're going to connect that to the bottom plate. Same with the top. Repeat the same thing. We're going to delete this line if we can grab it. Uh-oh. Erase and draw up to the top. So pretty straightforward, and we're left with this for now. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab this with our push and pull tool and just pull it across. And we can do some general cleanup again, which is just these random lines that seem to not want to grab. There we go. Erase, erase, and there's our basic door. We're happy with that. Now what we're going to do is use our offset tool again, select that inside edge. I'm going to pull it in 4 inches. I'm going to do that twice just to add some design on the door. Next, I'm just going to grab my pen tool again, draw a line up the midpoint. Again, go to the left, right, do the same, left, do the same, and there's going to be our door. To add some depth to our door, we can pull this out a little bit, maybe 1 inch we'll call it, and that just adds a little bit of depth to our door. Next would be adding our door handle, so we're going to find approximately the middle of our door, and we'll use our square tool. Just kind of eyeball it. I'm going to say that's good, and then from there we're going to use our offset tool. So we're going to offset it in. We'll do it one more time. And we'll say there's good. So you'll end up with something like this. Then it's as easy as using your push-pull. Select the inside face, pull it out. That's a little bit crazy. We'll go there. Find the midpoint on there. Draw. And push-pull again. So you can kind of do this till you think that's a little big, and you can do this for both faces just so, till you find something that looks reasonable. It still looks a little monstrous. So there we go. Also to add detail, I would pull these out just to make it look a bit more realistic. And that's going to be our basic door. Now what you do with it to finish is whatever you'd like. For the purpose of this video, I will just add some wood to it to make it look like a real door. You want to be careful when you're filling these in, as there's a lot of little nooks and crannies you need to fill in with this door. Seems to be good there. Get up there. And then I'll go a bit lighter wood for the actual door color. And we'll finish off by getting the corners. And then use metal for just a different texture for our door handle. So that's how to do a door. And now to get it into a wall, if you have an existing building or structure you're doing, all you would do is come over to your door, use your measuring tool, and just measure. So that's 3 feet 3 inches by 7 foot 1 inches. And we just go and cut that out. So I'll move this door here that I had before. So I just cut that out, and then you're going to move it right into place. Good. Next, we're going to focus on windows. Windows is basically the exact same thing as we just did. So what we can do for our windows is we're going to draw the same square on the floor. Wow. For this, we'll go 3 inches by 4 feet. Oh, 3 inches by 4 feet. So we'll do that. And we'll just rotate this quickly so it's facing us. There we go. So this is going to be a little bit skinny, but I'll show you what we're going to do here. We'll offset this to the outward. So we'll go offset it 3 more inches. So it's 6 inches total. What we're going to do is we're going to connect these sides with our pen tool. We'll erase. Oh no, sorry, we won't erase. We'll go up. These say we want it to be 4 feet. We'll go 4 feet. And then we'll connect the top just by educated guess. Go there. It's a bit better if you just clean up before you push pull, so you don't have to pull 3 different times. And we'll connect it. We also want to pull up the bottom to make it look like an actual window. So we'll use our select tool, erase or hide, whatever works. And we'll pull that up. Okay, so there we got our window, and now we will pull this. This is a bit thick, but you understand the point. So we'll go like that. There's our window. All we're going to do is add our glass. Glass, glass. So we have our window, and now we can do the outside color, the window frame. It doesn't really matter if you want it to be black or white, whatever you desire, but that's just a simple way to build windows and doors. One thing else we can do before we finish is we can select the whole thing. So we'll go our select tool. I can go like this, and I'm going to make this a group. What that does is now I move it, I can click on it, and I can move the whole thing. So it doesn't make it a bunch of separate lines. What we can also do if we want to save this for later projects is we can go like this, select it again, right click, and we can make a component. So we can save it all here, put your description of the size, exterior door, whatever you'd like. Same goes for your window. You can do the same thing here. And yeah, that's about it. I hope this helps, and please comment and like and subscribe.